any type of like rapper who makes a lot of money, right? But has like multiple baby mamas, not in necessarily a committed relationship.
Like a Future.
No, Future's cool. He's a, he's a
No,
high value man.
Welcome to another episode of Krisp Konversations. I'm your host, Kris. These are my co-hosts. Say what's up, y'all.
What's good?
It's actually y'all.
What's going on, y'all? Sean D. White, and the D is for discussion.
Y'all know how we do. We're going to talk about our experiences and how we view them differently. We'll have a word of the day that we'll drink to. We're going to keep it loose, raw, uncut, have fun, and most importantly, we're going to say that shit.
Say that shit.
The word of the day is worth. Every time you hear the word worth, you take a sip. The topic of today is dating your net worth. So, what do y'all think it means to date your net worth? It's not what y'all thinking. It's not talking about money. It's talking about people who are, I don't want to say equally yoked because Sean don't like when I say that. But people who are on your level. Meaning they can match your energy, they can match what you bring to the table, not financially, but just the whole vibe that you are, because that's what Gen Z like to say. But I think that dating in your net worth means that you meet somebody that is genuinely a good time and y'all have a lot in common, and even the things that you don't have in common, you can see a common ground on. You can see yourself working out whatever comes to the table, what issues come to the table with this type of person. And whatever your net worth is an asset. What do you have?
Yeah, I can pretty much agree with that. I know just personally, I'm not gonna go after somebody or either reciprocate from someone else if you're not bringing the same energy that I'm bringing to you. So it's like, if I know I'm gonna go this whole mile, I need to feel that you want to do the same thing, and you're gonna have to show me that too. Like if I don't automatically feel it, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I know the financial aspect. I got me. I'm gonna always have me. I'm not gonna depend on necessarily somebody else for that. But that love, you gotta be here with me, or
like when y'all can binge watch those little shows together and go.
And then I'm gonna be mad if you watch it without me,
right?
Because like we gotta.
When you like, pass me the salt. You want to go last? You like to go last?
Yeah, I can go last. Go ahead.
I mean,
it's the black sheep.
You a black woman?
Right. Well, I know you say he doesn't like to hear the word equally yoked, but when you think of that in terms of net worth, and how equally yoked coming from the Bible or church, things of that nature, matching up, that's the whole point of that. It's like, somebody who has the same pedigree almost. You know what I mean? It's like somebody who, grew up in a certain type of, lifestyle. And then somebody outside of that lifestyle may not appreciate or understand everything that you're coming from. So it might be a learning curve.
Okay.
It's not to say that you can't have love for that type of person,
right.
or a real relationship or attraction. Those things can exist. But sometimes, if you're really trying to build, you might be delayed when you have to do so much because y'all not equal.
Right.
So if they're not from a net worth or a yoke standpoint, we not the same. I'm from here, you from there. You know what I mean? I believe this, you believe that.
Almost like dating somebody who might be a different religion or something
possibly,
like that.
In some cases.
Or just grew up totally different, like values, views.
Silver spoon.
Okay.
And just don't understand, like, grinding and working.
We like to say in Atlanta, alley. Like, this person alley. Or they grew up on the north side.
Right.
What you think?
I think when it comes to dating your net worth,
I knew you was about to do that. In my spirit, I felt that we was gonna have to take a sip.
It was coming. I agree with what Harvey says, but the only reason why I don't like that, and I feel like equally yoked has been like overstated, is because your mindset or your values can change over time based on your experiences.
True.
For example, you get into a relationship or marriage with someone and they may have said, hey, listen, I don't believe in cheating on my partner and doing things like this. Then all of a sudden, things get a little weird between y'all and they didn't cheat it. Was y'all equally yoked before y'all got together? Or was that just what they said to make you feel better about yourself?
Now, the relationship started over when you got married.
Oh.
Everything before, I didn't cheat on you as my spouse.
As your spouse, yeah. Okay, so that's different. But no, I think also...
Don't listen to me on that, okay?
No, but I still see your point. But I think net worth is also about people actually having to check themselves about who they really are.
Yeah.
It's easy for people to say, you know, the energy and what I bring and stuff like that, because people still don't understand, like, you can be a wonderful person, but a terrible partner.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't see that within just their own relationships and friendships and just think like, you need to be doing what I'm doing. Well, no, doing what you're doing is what's got you single right now because of the way that you treat people. You may not see it that way because everybody doesn't necessarily tell you about yourself. But if you really lock in and be like, damn, okay, so what is my worth? And I'm just saying that goes past looks and what you can do for a person, but genuinely how you can actually treat them and make them feel. And I think a lot of people miss that part when it comes to dating your network.
Mm-hmm.
He said that word like 5 times and we didn't drink no one.
That's how I caught it.
He missed him.
Yeah.
He didn't bring his cup, so I didn't raise my hand. I guess I can agree with you there. I definitely remember experiences with people who weren't necessarily nice. And I'm like, what is this energy? Like, it was cool to be with you when we were having fun, but then like, there could sometimes be a switch.
Yeah.
That you turn into this person. I'm like, who are you?
We not as locked in as I thought.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when people go like disrespectful in an argument or like, you know, hit them below the belt, that changes the game for me. Yeah. That's never a goal of mine to actually have to get disrespectful with a person that I have feelings for, I'm in love with, or anything like that. I definitely feel I am one of those people that believe in agreeing to disagree. Like, totally. If we can't see eye to eye, I can hear where you came from. I need you to hear where I came from. And that can be it. But it's no need to call me out my name, raise your voice, do anything disrespectful, throw anything at me, slam a door, hang up in my face. Like, I probably would too.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah. Do y'all think too many people allow social media to influence their expectations when it comes to dating?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do.
For sure.
I think we talked about this on the last episode. The guy who was cheating on his wife. Derek.
Oh, Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
Yeah.
Like you have all these videos going around with like people showering their partner with gifts and doing these different types of things, and people want that, but do you actually deserve it? Like,
hell no.
Are you putting that same energy out there to another person that you're expecting to receive? Because I think things like that should be reciprocated. It should be equal within the partner. Like men want to be spoiled too. It's not just a female type of thing. Like,
say that shit.
So, we haven't had to say that shit this season yet.
We have not, but I needed that one.
2 points.
Right.
But I think that too many people put too many emphasis on what is not realistic. I think you have to do what is in your means, of your household, and again, that's not talking about money. That's talking about your time, what you have going on, being realistic on what you really can expect from your partner, and not just having your eyes wide open. Yeah. Like,
that's when you really need to start implementing them love languages.
Yeah.
Listen, we gon' I'm gonna figure you out, and I might not have the money to do all the other stuff, but I got you here.
I feel like his love language is like words of affirmation or something.
You spot on. So for real. That's my network. That's
he want to hear about it. Right. I don't know, but what y'all think? Oh, you
I
said
thought I
that.
just
missed
did.
it. Or I was like, I definitely thought.
My bad.
So from your relationship, because you know what I'm saying, you've been around. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what did you really
I'm trying
think?
to make you seem old.
He definitely.
I have a little bit of experience.
Compared to
I'll give
me.
you that.
We'll put it like that. Yeah. So, like, just, I mean, was your lady like,
He's
why?
in pre-K.
I'm in freaking. I'm with Miles.
Yeah.
Me and Miles sitting at the desk together. But like, was your lady like, man, when we going to Bali? Why can't we? What's this floating breakfast? We ain't on that type of time. Like, what was that like?
Nah, that's not been my experience when it comes to my relationship. But however, I'm aware of how social media can kind of give you a glimpse at other people's experience and then make you question, you know, where am I?
Yeah.
You know, is that realistic? You know, you have to get your own gauge, your own, you know, kind of thermometer and see, okay, is it hot or cold? Like, where am I where all of this is concerned? Right. And be comfortable with it. Nobody can tell you that it's a good thing or a bad thing that, you know, you vacation in Florida or wherever instead of over there. Right. You know what I mean? Are you happy? That should be your gauge.
Social media will tell you. If he ain't take you to Bali, he don't love you for real. Right. They will have you out here fucked up. What am I doing wrong?
Right.
and then Bali prices will show you do they love you too?
They say this the catch.
This catch.
They say like when you in Bali, you only need like $200. Everything cheap.
But to get there.
Let me get there.
Yeah.
So you pay for your flight, she pay for her flight.
But
you got your $200, you got $400.
Good.
We good.
We're good.
If you really want to have a really good time, $250 a piece.
Yeah. True. $250. Man, when it comes to your worth,
Fuck you.
I definitely think that a lot of people let social media tailor their expectations from what they want from a person. But the thing is, and especially in social media land, nobody shows what it took to get there. And also what could be going on behind closed doors. Yeah. It's a lot of women that I know of, even famous, that have vented about how, I posted all of these gifts, but as soon as the camera turned off, I was getting hit upside the head.
Right.
Social media only shows the good side.
Yeah.
It never shows.
That's why I always say, like, it's
anything.
a perception. It's how you want people to perceive you.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting a certain type of lifestyle, especially, you know, social media showcases that, but it takes a lot to put into that, especially when things only come off as it's one-sided, right? Because I know a lot of women who ushered in the whole soft girl life thing. It's like, all I had to do was just grab a bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't really pay for nothing. But if you work at Kroger and your man work at Walmart, y'all may have to go half if y'all want to flex in a Bali like that. Or do a payment plan. I don't know. But
Kroger and Walmart?
Yeah, because I don't think that's a medium. How long is
I don't know
payment
if
plan?
Bali is realistic.
Yeah, I'm like, how long is this payment
no,
plan?
They might make it to New York.
They probably got some type of payment plan. They got payment plans for everything. I'm telling you, they be figuring it out.
But how long?
5 years.
It's fun. They figure it out. They
And
pay
been
their
broke
50
up
every
before.
month. Before so
Trip.
what? You got your payment for the Bali trip.
I got my new boyfriend. Can he have your voucher?
Wow.
But no, it's just funny how sometimes like people, whether it's men or women, always reposting things about the opposite sex. But it's like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
Like, who is this person that's giving this type of advice? Have they ever been married before? Do they have a lasting relationship?
Right.
You know?
That's the part that I don't necessarily like about it. Like, there's legit couples that post content and sleep in separate rooms.
That's fair.
So, like, you really can't believe what people put out here on the internet. But, I mean, like, I definitely believe in, like, I don't have my phone out a lot when I'm on vacation. I like to be in the moment sometimes. A lot of the times, actually. Not sometimes.
True.
Because I don't want to waste a moment.
Yeah.
Because I want to get a video to share that moment with other people.
Absolutely.
These memories, these moments are precious to me, and I don't really care who sees it or who doesn't. It's just, it matters how I experience it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, friend, you on the date, she done said something, you know she, okay. Shut up.
All right, so our next question is, what is a high value man or woman, and what is a high functioning man or woman? This is a question that I actually had to get clarity on because I was a little confused myself. So I don't want to go first.
You always go first.
Nope, not on this one.
Break it down, Harvey.
I'll reiterate.
Somebody give a definition because give it to the audience. And me. What
The high value is more or less the person that knows who they are. The high functioning is one equipped with range to deal with others in a good way. The ones that won't have that equipment or that patience or other things, that mechanisms they can employ, will be more or less low functioning because they can't cope or deal when it comes to, some type of crisis.
Okay.
But the value, the lower value one, more or less will not necessarily know who they are, be easily whimmed, something like that. So there's a possibility for somebody to be high functioning but low value and vice versa. So, you can probably build on that.
No, he's spot on. I would think that to piggyback off of what Harvey was saying, it's more so like I would see any type of like rapper who makes a lot of money, right? Mm-hmm. But has like multiple baby mamas, not in necessarily a committed relationship.
Like a Future.
No, Future's cool. He's a, he's a
No.
high value man. He's a high value man.
Wait.
But all right,
let me call Sierra.
But all right, if that's what y'all want to do, fine. Future is low value, Russell is high value, whatever you want to call it. But
say how you feel, Sean. We're not gonna.
No, but I'm saying, that's a perfect, breakdown of it. That's what I say. Like a man who has multiple children, doesn't know how to manage these relationships, just creating whatever type of home, as opposed to a man who he has his emotional intelligence intact. He leads his woman, he leads those around him, and things like that nature. So yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So we gotta come from the female aspect of it now. So I can only think about women who I know that are overly emotional in all of the wrong ways.
Oh, wow.
Who can't control.
I thought you was gonna throw some shots because I felt emotional. Go ahead.
Nobody was talking about you. But if you want to hit dog.
No, I had to hear the whole sentence, but I heard the whole sentence.
Holler.
Okay.
I can only think about women who don't handle situations in a way that they should, who feel like they have to hit you, and this is not just women, actually. Men can do this too, where they feel like they have to hit you below the belt or hurt your feelings or something like that in the midst of an argument or a disagreement. People who can't articulate how they really feel and what they're really trying to get across to you. I guess that would be considered somebody that's low functioning. Mm-hmm. Or even we talked about the woman who has a lot of degrees but is single. She may be a high value woman but could be possibly low functioning, correct?
She could be low value too. I think it's more so. It all comes down to men and women. That emotional intelligence.
It's key.
Like that is huge. Like you can have every degree and feel like you're the smartest in the room, the most business savvy, but the way that you interact with people really determines your net worth. And so it's a lot of people walking around feeling like because they make six figures, they drive a certain car, they live in a house, yeah, I'm a high value man, I'm a high value woman. It's like, no, you're not.
Right.
Boy, you don't even know how to say hey to nobody.
You know how to say hey to nobody or no when conflict
the biggest
arises.
thing when you're in a relationship with somebody, the biggest thing for both parties, male, female, is to apologize. If you don't know how to do that in the right moments,
You ain't never gonna get it.
yeah.
But also, no, I'm with you. But I'm saying also understanding, not just apologizing, but accountability as well.
Yes.
Because sometimes people just apologize to have someone shut up, and y'all can move forward. And I'm pretty sure Harvey can attest to this too. Sometimes it's not always the case. But of course, I'm just speaking from a man's perspective. Women can get emotional about this, that, and the third, and be everywhere.
We can agree with you.
Right, but it takes a high value
Not
man.
me, but the other women.
Well, for the emotional women, I can accept that. That's
But
fine.
it takes a high value man like Harvey who has the emotional intelligence to say, okay, babe, like, listen, this is what it is. This is what we need to be looking at so we can move forward. But that's what a high value man is. That's what it takes.
So do you think you have to come from, let's just say you're a person, I use myself as an example. I tend to be a bit hothead.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A few years ago.
All right.
But now, the growth.
Yeah.
I tend to think about my decisions and how I act, how I react rather, to certain situations. Do you think in a relationship, if you have somebody who is intact with their emotions, they can control what they got going on. They have going on, but they have somebody who is irrational. Is it good for you to know what it was like to be irrational at some point so that you can, I don't want to say talk the person off the ledge, but just calm them down in a way that maybe you were able to calm down at some point? Like, do you think that's beneficial?
Yeah.
Yes. It's funny how you just put crazy knows how to handle crazy.
It's
but
true,
that's
though.
true. Yeah, it's absolutely
That's
true.
like what empathy is in that.
Yeah.
You know, it's seeing myself in you
Yeah.
to where I say, okay, let me help you. Because I know exactly what this
Put
is.
the drink down.
Take this blood.
Because one more thing, I know you're going to flip this table over, so let me just say, but I definitely agree. I kind of feel the same. Because you've experienced it, so you feel it. You know, okay, one more poke, this bear is gonna be unleashed.
Yeah.
So let me help.
And like now you're in the wake of like we said, social media. There's a camera, there's a ring doorbell on people's porches. Everywhere you go, there's a surveillance camera. Might be on the corner, so where you could probably get away with stuff back in the day.
You can't do that now. Every action.
What they call it, eagle eye, bird's
Yeah,
eye.
all of that. So yeah,
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So yeah, definitely. I agree with what you just said.
Do y'all feel like people truly understand their worth, or do they lie to themselves? Who would put the word in the question?
Me.
I think folks be lying all the time.
Not all the time.
Nothing but a lie.
All the time.
Yeah.
All right.
People be feeling like they deserve breakfast in bed.
Who lies to themselves more, women or men?
Both.
Yeah. That's a equal.
It's
double
women.
thing.
It's definitely women.
It's definitely men.
To
Then.
themselves or just period? Because I feel like when you think about lying to yourself, you know, just thinking of that, it's like, okay, I wake up in the morning and I go through life, go through my day, you know, with this facade that's lying to myself,
Right.
you know, from jump. Whereas, you know, putting on airs, it's like intentionally trying to deceive somebody else. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I feel like,
Both of
you
them
know,
lies.
I feel like
I'm gonna break it down.
I'm saying both, you know, men and women go through life, you know, in different levels of life, you know, just whatever they got going on at different times that they could be experiencing whatever, where sometimes they're truly authentic, but then in other times it's like, nah. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't know about this. Authenticity is ever in it. Like, I think people really just be like, this is what I want, this is what I need, and I don't
Somebody
give
better
a
give
damn.
it to me. Right. Somebody better
This
give
what I
it to me.
deserve.
If not, I'm going to move on to the next person. Yeah.
Wow.
And you got a lot of men out here be like, she gonna cook for me, she gonna clean for me, and I'm gonna kick my feet up, she gonna clean my nails.
Wow.
Sir, you leave your stained drawers on by the. You can't even put them in the dirty clothes, and you want me to do all of this?
Don't even use wipes.
All right, you're gonna have a problem if you got a douche in the shower though. You're gonna be wondering what he got going on.
Who is doing that?
Yo.
Where you bought it at?
Yo, you gotta edit that for that man. Don't leave that in there.
No, we need that. We need that.
I'm gonna give you a quick metaphor, and I'm gonna just use Harvey. This ain't what happened. It's just quick. Okay.
If you don't like this example, tell that nigga hell no.
Okay. But when it comes
And we not gonna edit
to
Use
that.
yourself.
when it comes to your worth, all right. So Harvey and his wife get married when they're 25, right? They have about 2 children. Okay.
About? They have.
They
Right.
have 2 children.
Yeah.
They have 2 children.
Must
Excuse
be
me.
pregnant again.
All right. They're married until they're about, let's say, 43. Let's put it on that. 8 years of marriage, okay? 18 years, I'm sorry, of marriage. All of a sudden, Harvey says, you know what? This has been cool. I've enjoyed the ride, but I want a divorce, okay? Now, Harvey's 43 is different than his wife's 43. He can still pull whoever he wants at whatever age and deal with whatever woman to live his life and whatever the case may be. She's a single mom of 2 at 43.
They 18.
So it don't matter. It don't matter. 20, 25, ain't nobody checking for her like that. They're not. You can sit up here and say it to be nice and protect feelings all you want, but when I say that, and people lie to themselves and think that.
I'm gonna give Harvey
Okay.
a big back and a big stomach, and his wife still fine as hell, and she out here pulling 25-year-olds.
So
Okay, from a net worth standpoint.
Well, yeah, you said the word.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
What I hear you saying in the form of this question,
Sure.
lying to yourself or all of this. People in this scenario shouldn't put their best foot forward because the world already has judged them. They say that you're fixed, you're in this category and you're, no longer, desirable or whatever. It sounds like that's what you're saying.
Not saying to nobody.
I think what he's saying is, okay, y'all both are 43, and she has teenage kids, and now she's a single mother. You now are a bachelor. You don't have anybody else at home with you. You are you're able to go out more. You're able to mingle more, meet more people than she is because she's a single mother. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you on point.
So the chances of you dating and having a better dating life is better than your ex-wife because you're a bachelor essentially. You don't have kids at home.
I hear that, but however, I feel like
Right.
I feel like women control the dating scene a little bit more so than men this day and age.
I agree.
To where if there's a woman who wants to date, she can.
Yeah.
Period. No matter what her circumstances.
With a 1-year-old.
With pregnant, barely out.
Right. Because she can't get pregnant again.
But who is that that's going to be dating her? Is my question.
Your friend.
Guys, I'm telling you,
Okay,
man.
so we just gonna make it seem like
cherish it.
one the 25-year-old is one of the woman that's 45 knocking on 50. Like, are we being honest with ourselves?
That's not your
40 and 50
chick
year-olds
that you go after. But I'm telling you, that woman is not going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Because we the new 40 and 50-year-olds.
T and Maury been looking real goofy lately. So
does Corey. Corey.
now Corey thriving.
No,
Corey getting busy.
that Tyler Perry movie looking crazy.
He getting busy. Every Tyler Perry movie.
I like it.
I mean, she look good though.
I'm not saying she
And
look good.
if she's choosing, I feel like she don't want another him. So she's choosing who not to date. But we don't know what goes on with her every day. Like again, social media is perception.
Sure.
Mhm.
She put out an interview. She was just like, I didn't know it was gonna be this difficult to date again and get courted and to meet someone and to do this.
Yeah, sure.
That's not what y'all said though.
Who did?
Both of y'all. No, women control.
She's not. No. She's
No.
not saying she's not going on dates.
Right.
She's saying that she's not liking the date she's going on.
Well, if you're going off a date, yeah, any of them can get a date. Anybody, she can hop on Tinder and get a date.
So
of
can
course,
you.
I'm talking about something go somewhere.
Well, for the most part, a woman gonna go out on a date with a man for a meal.
Oh wow.
If she don't like you and you still offering to feed her, pay for her drinks,
Right.
cool.
That's what I'm on date. Chicken wings and fries. Chicken wings and fries. What I'm going on date.
She can have 5 niggas a week and eat 5 different places a week. And you pay for 5 different meals.
This is true.
Like, but it all depends on if she really likes you. Will she get for that babysitter? Or if you really like her, will you pay for that babysitter? Like, if you really want to.
Keep that.
I'm just saying. If she really wanted to date,
Yeah.
if she really liked you, she would make herself available. If she doesn't, I don't know. I gotta go to the gym today. Like, I gotta pick my kids up from daycare and they've been at home for 3 hours already.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I think also at 43, unless you have, well, not even little kids, because they don't really matter no more. Like in this world, men understand that women have kids. They understand that they may be a single mother, and at 43, he probably had a kid already too. So he's not just gonna be like, oh, you got kids? Oh, hell nah. The 23-year-old guy might be that way, but then again, they may not.
Hell, he got one too.
Like, so my point is, dating with kids is not as hard as you think it is if you like a person.
Y'all really trying to.
Also,
make this.
if y'all both have kids, because at some point you become a blended family. You grow the tolerance with another person because you already know what it feels like to have a newborn or to have a toddler or to have a kid that has to go to school every day or one that's in college. When you've been through that yourself, that's not an issue for you.
We're just keeping it on word, though.
What?
I was like, I don't have those. I can't speak from those things.
Well, me and Harvey can. So I don't think that if I was to meet a guy today with now I do got a quote on kids. I said that in another episode. You gotta have 2.
You did. Yeah.
I can take 2. And I do need you to be out of diapers. Because I ain't trying to wipe no ass no more. But I don't think that I would have a problem with dating somebody with kids because I know, like, it's hard to date with kids. It's not easy. But I definitely will make myself more available if I have to. Like, it's work. Relationships, but sometimes it's work. And if you really want to work with this person, you're going to figure it out.
Right.
And because she's 43 and you 43 and you live at home by yourself, lonely, don't mean she's going to have a harder time dating. You probably will. And your bank account going to look different.
Y'all keep trying to
messing with
switch
you.
this into something that is not, but that's fine. If y'all think that, I'm pretty sure all the single women out here, 43 single moms, y'all out here thriving. Shout out to y'all. Everybody wants y'all.
They do though. Have you seen nobody after kids?
We not talking about sex or, you know what? Y'all got it.
I'm just saying. I didn't even say
Dating
sex.
your net worth.
I said a body. That don't mean sex.
What that mean?
Have you seen the body after kids?
Name somebody.
Me.
I was gonna say her, but you're not.
You said 43.
I'm
Right,
not
you're not
43.
43.
But I'm 9 years away, and I look damn good. I'm gonna continue to look damn good. Now y'all watch this 9 years from now. Like,
All right, now. That's fine.
So current event. For this episode, we watched an interview with Tyler Perry and I am so sorry, I don't remember.
Crystal
Renee.
Yes.
Okay.
Crystal Renee.
And basically it was a part in the video where they talked about dating your net worth. And Crystal admitted that when Tyler Perry first said it to her, she thought that he was talking about dating somebody who made the same type of money that she made. And he's like, no, we're talking about somebody who is equally yoked as you.
Right. I saw that.
And an example that he made was like Oprah and Stedman, where Stedman is a guy who has his own, but Oprah, like Tyler Perry's like, but who has more money than Oprah? And it was an instance where security kind of put his hand up to Stedman, and Stedman just stood there gracefully and without catching an attitude, because he knows what he means to Oprah and what he means to their relationship. That's what I took from it. So he was saying that it's a lot of women who make a lot more money than their guys, but the guys don't have an issue with that. Not to make this about money, but they know what they mean to this other person, to this female. And it can be reversed, where guys make way more money than a woman, but he doesn't demean her, and she doesn't feel scrutinized by people saying like, you with them for money, you're with them for clout, whatever, because they know what they mean to each other. What do y'all think about that?
Well, I know years ago, there was this guy that talked about different types of women when you get ready to start dating. He said there are king makers and king breakers when it comes to types of women.
Okay.
And so I see their relationship, whereas even though Stedman isn't out front, Oprah is his king maker. She builds him up. She does something for him that other women don't do. You know, even with all her status and popularity and everything else. And so in our individual, you know, regular lives, we're not up there with them, you know, with Oprah and them, but you can still build a man up to where he feels really good. He is a king in his own eyes, in your eyes, and things of that nature, instead of, you know, that type of woman that might bring them down. And so it lowers his worth within, you know. And so
I'm like, he said, wow.
How's she build him up?
How's Oprah?
that would be for Stedman to define. You see what I'm saying?
You said it, so I thought
I'm saying he's there. He's there. He submits to whatever is needed to make sure she's okay. So that's enough, you know, proof that he wouldn't be around if she was. There's no reason to take that.
I'm gonna say like 30 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's more than a life sentence. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they both full of shit.
Well, now.
As beautiful
Wait a
as
minute.
it seems.
No, let him get it over with.
We need to sit for this. Word.
I've always felt like Oprah is a true lesbian at heart.
Oh my God.
And
Oprah, him,
her,
not us.
He said,
He said.
you better not say what I think you about to say.
And her and Gail
Oh,
for years. And I felt like it confirmed it when
Just
she
like
was
Whitney
doing
and
it.
Rodney, huh?
That too. But I felt like it was really true with an interview she was doing with somebody, and the person was like, "Where's Stedman at?" And then she like walked outside, and he was over across the street at like a guest house, and she was like, "Oh, this is just like his house that he be in and stuff like that."
She
What?
has a compound.
Yeah.
What?
She has a compound.
Yeah, but he can't be in the house right now. Why is he in a separate house?
He minding his own business while she doing her
She
thing.
in her little green room with the vegetables all the time.
I think sometimes people truly don't open up their marriage and let you know what's going on to make themselves.
They're not supposed to.
No, I'm not saying they can't, but I'm just
But
saying
they also not married.
relationship.
Common law,
It
yes,
could be
the
both.
hell they is.
Where is that? Where do they have common
You
law?
right.
Well, that's a lot to do for someone you're not married to. Is my point.
So
It's
we're
a lot
trying
to
to
do
say
for
that
anybody. And that's the thing. You can be in a relationship, have a mutual friend or something that will give you something that somebody else is not. And you can recognize it.
Yeah.
And that's the point that I was making more or less when it came to Oprah and Stedman, with us not necessarily, like you said, being in their life and not knowing what's going on all the time, but the glimpses that you do get into their life, the interviews that they have had, and the books that they have written, you can see that there's something that has sustained this long-term interaction over these years.
I personally don't feel like Oprah's a lesbian.
Me neither. Let's get that
But right. But
They need to put out a sex tape or something. I ain't seen a damn thing.
I don't want to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
Just the beginning. Just I'm naked.
No. But I feel like as long as they've been together and they're like they gotta be pushing 70, if not 70, right?
They
So
up there, about 70.
at that age, think about our grandparents. Granddad got his own little man cave. Grandma got her own little room where she watched her stories. Them being separate at home is nothing. Because, I mean, like, they're there for, eventually you're just there for comfort. Like, when you aren't actively raising kids and you're financially stable, at some point it's like, okay, this is my wing. I'm going to go chill in my wing, watch my game, watch my basketball. You go plant your fruit, your vegetables, and then at the end of the night,
I see it.
we say I love
Right. I see it.
But they got a totally different lifestyle than we do. And just think about like my grandparents. My granddad literally sat in the room, in his living room all day and watched sports. And my grandma was in the room adjacent, watching the stories. And they didn't necessarily have conversations with each other, but they were there. At some point, it was company. Oh, she in there watching her stories. What you want to eat? Because eventually, that's what it becomes. Like, I don't want to die old. I mean, I don't want to die alone. Sorry, not old, but I don't want to die alone. So you do your thing, I do my thing. And at night, we say whatever we say, and we get in our bed together, and we wake up the next morning, and we're gonna do the same thing again. So, y'all got something else on that?
Oprah, if you ain't gay, I'm sorry.
No. Don't take away that he's apologizing.
But if you is gay, please get that up out of there before you get up out of here. Because like they said, you are
gonna
also
edit
your
this out the
70s.
show, right? Like this part
Yes.
needs to be like this needs to be
Okay,
out of
like
here.
black people, she
No.
ain't picking up.
Oh
she
my
ain't
God, that needs to be edited.
Yes,
She don't care about us like y'all think she do. I don't know why y'all doing that.
He said that. Put me on the show
Lord
movie.
have
I could play silly.
I think this should be a rap.
I can play Suge Avery. You want to make it again? Call me. I love Fantasia. Thanks for tuning into another episode. Thanks for tuning into another episode of Krisp Konversations. I'm your host, Kris. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is blowing my horn. It'll be down at the bottom. Fuck all of y'all.
It's Ashley, y'all. My follower is ahamso2. Love you.
Harvey at Harvey Does It on Instagram.
Y'all can follow me at gracious_gift3. Follow me, Oprah. Follow me.
No,
Terrible.
do
See
not.
how he changes his
Right.
Y'all can follow me at gracious. All right, thanks for tuning in,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
Peace.
Peace.